Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio November 13, 2021. Although the ups and downs could have been evident from a few days to date, today better than ever you would feel on a roll if you suddenly realized that the lion is not as they paint it. It means that, based on the energy of Neptune retrograde, you would have had a blindfold without realizing that someone, whom you respect, would not be being as benevolent as they appear. Possibly after a while, you would be exercising your wisdom in the best way, to realize that it is rather your nobility that could make you fall with people who are only taken advantage of. For your best energy, Virgo is the one who would allow you to feel that everything would improve soon because you would continue on your way despite the inconveniences of the past. The moon, despite being waning, could be your best ally today in terms of decisions. Possibly there would be pressure from a few so that the things you do have greater agility. The pressure would never lead you to improve, and perhaps it is only the anxiety of others that is making you feel bad. Fortunately, that would suddenly change before the end of the day. Do not be offended so quickly, your susceptibility is on the alert. Reverse the roles, this will help you put things into perspective. You are more tired and overworked, take the time to recharge your batteries. Today, your inspiration is a buzz. You will find yourself a multitude of things to do spontaneously and efficiently. So, unleash your fertile imagination and take a flight to accomplish new activities that will make you feel fulfilled. It is a day to be managed as calmly as possible to avoid overzealousness, slippages, forceful passages that would cost you more than they would bring you. In your relationship, you have every interest in being tolerant. The oppositions between planets are not at all favorable, like the one between Venus and Mars, but for this reason, it would be decisive that you clarify things once you have started any type of relationship. Possibly you want everything on good terms, a love that embraces you, pampers, and understands you. But you could raise your expectations with people who have only dazzled you. When changing that energy, you would focus on who would be worth it. You are generous, you offer without counting and without expecting anything in return. It is all the more admirable as for you, it is completely natural. But you should be careful not to abuse it, not everyone works like you. You might let go of a relationship that isn't right for you, without even realizing it. You don't need this to be loved, and you too have the right to your whims. Love is sharing, not a gift of oneself. Spotlight on the love sector thanks to Venus and Pluto. Be available today, for love will meet you. Admit that this cannot be refused, especially since such an astral configuration should make you sentimental and exalt your ardor. You will therefore have all the assets in hand to meet or consolidate a recent love. If your couple is already established, you will have a happy day. Some will decide to get married, live together, or have a child. Today better than ever you could have a good diet in your favor, starting with a piece of turkey ham in pieces, with a few slices of roasted natural pineapple. It is a healthy option for food because it would not only be natural, but it would give you energy so that sleep does not come to you while you do your daily tasks. You fight perfectly against the microbial attacks that surround you. Your tone is perfect and you shine. The different planets are extremely favorable to you. All the same, allow yourself moments of deep relaxation away from the hassle and stress of everyday life. A small herbal tea with passion flower or hibiscus will help you fall asleep faster and your nights will be more restful. Day dedicated to laughter and its beneficial effects on health, with the blessing of the good planet Venus. Laughter will be all the more necessary if you are sick or depressed. Laughter is not only this explosion of mirth, it is also the elixir of youth of the heart and the spirit. The number 7 is on your side. Without a doubt you would have been, every day more convinced that you have to grow your economy at any rate. Possibly you would have had a year that kept you uncertain, but today better than ever you could be having fortune at your feet. Patience and length of time. Indeed, if you do not feel ready to go deeper into things now, let a few days pass. It will be better for you to round your back while keeping an eye on things. Now is the time to persevere if you want to balance your budget. Someone's help might be helpful to you. It is recommended that you take your head out of the water. Finally, make decisions. You will end up favorably. With this aspect of Saturn, the financial sector will be weakened. You will not risk any disaster, but you would still do well to put it into your head that it will be time for savings and not for ruinous purchases. Astonishment is part of every day. For some, it is good, for others, but in this case, it would surprise you in the best way because you would have the moon on your side. The above means that without having expected it, there are a series of interesting economic proposals, which would make you happy and prosperous as you would have thought before. There are not many jobs offers if you are looking for a job. With the help of the planet Mercury, you will manage to stay motivated and propose your candidacies. Your luck will come, be sure. If you work, you will be able to get through this day without a hitch. A few small dysfunctions will stir up your anger. You need to stay calm and pull yourself together quickly to avoid excessive words to your superiors. Also, watch out for small injuries if you use your hands in your work. You will finally have the will to bring to fruition the professional projects that are important to you. You will sometimes be criticized for being stubborn, but in reality, we will admire your tenacity, your determination, and your aptitude to carry out to the end, with calm and without outbursts of voice, what you have undertaken. You appreciate the sweetness of life that reigns in your home. Whether it is with your brothers and sisters, your parents, your spouse, or your children, everyone communicates with kindness, and the moments of joy are king. You also participate in these good deeds because you procrastinate your speeches. Your home is a haven of peace where you can fully recharge your batteries. Your social life is also rich. You have friends who do you a lot of good and who advise you with great precision. The planet Uranus, in a good position in your heaven, will emphasize family life. It will grant to the women of the sign an eager dedication, and the men a developed paternal fiber.